Hi, what's up guys? Today in this video, I will be teaching you a tutorial on 3 easy magic tricks that you can learn to impress your friends, even your family. If you can't do magic tricks or are not a magician, please watch this video because these tricks I'm going to show you, they're really simple and I'll walk you through them. So I'm going to teach you 3 basic magic tricks that you can impress your friends with, anyone. So, you need a deck of 52 cards, and that's it. You do not need the jokers for any of these tricks. Alright, sorry, I keep getting emails. I just told my teachers about something. Sorry. So, yeah, school. Alright, so for this first trick, you only need 21 cards for this trick. This is going to be hard to see, so I might just lift up the camera so you can see what's going on, or I might... Yeah, this is going to be very hard to film, so I'm just going to leave it flat and you'll follow along with me. But if you guys want to see, yeah, I couldn't say anything. So let's get into it. So the first trick I'm going to teach you, like I said, you need 21 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So once you have 21, you can get 21 of any cards. But I suggest sticking to one deck of cards. So I got 21 cards in my hand. So I'm going to tell the audience to pick a card and pick any card. I'm going to look at the card only because I want to show you how to do it, but next time you're not going to be able to see it. So this is going to be your card. It is a Queen of Spades. I'm only telling you that the cards because I just want to walk you through it. So yeah. So I have the card right here. You are going to put it on, so you have the other 20 cards right here. You're going to put this card on the top of the deck. And you are going to cut the deck. What it means to cut the deck is to just grab a random amount of cards in the deck and not grabbing the whole deck and just splitting it. So, it's something like this. So I'm going to put the deck back to where it was. So it's like this. So this is the card right here. You are going to cut the deck. What I mean, you're just going to grab about closest to half the deck as possible, like to you. Then you're going to put the other side on the bottom. You're going to put the other on the top. On the top. So now the card's gone. So it's in the middle somewhere. So what you're going to do, you're going to do this 4 times. So you're going to put the cards in the 3 piles of 7 cards. So look, keep an eye on the card. I'll say each of the cards. I'll put 3 cards down and lift the camera up so you can see what they are. Alright. So we have a 2 of, can you see them? Yeah, so that's the first one. Now here's the second one. Here's the second set of 2 cards. Just in case if you missed it, there you go. So now here's the third one. I'm going to be doing this a lot, by the way, so here's the 4th set. Next one. Pay attention to the card I showed you earlier as well. So those are the last of the cards. So now, you want to look and see. Well, when you're actually doing this trick, you're not supposed to look at the card, but the audience will tell you what pile their card is in. So they'll have to pay attention to the card, like in each of the piles. Like I've been watching the card, and like if you've been watching, it's in this pile. So like when they tell you the pile, the audience has to be honest with their choice of the card. So they will tell what pile it is. So for example, it was in this one. So this pile will go in the middle of the other two piles. So you can pick any pile to go on top. Like I'm gonna say this one, and then you can pick any pile to go on the bottom. But the pile that has the card has to go in the middle. You're gonna do this a second time. You're gonna do this a second time and a third time, and I'll show you what the fourth time is. I'm just gonna keep doing it, so this video doesn't last like 4 hours. So as I saw, here are the piles. And I noticed that when I watched the card, it was in this pile again. So you will put this pile of cards in the middle of the deck. You can pick any pile to go on top of it or on bottom. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as the pile that has the card goes in the middle. You're going to do this a third time now. And like after you deal 7 piles of three piles of 7 cards, the audience will then tell you what card your pile has the card. But they will look at the card, like I said, and you will not look at it. You will look away. So I saw that the card was in the middle pile, so this pile will go on the top. No, I'm in the middle. This pile can go on the top or bottom, doesn't matter. Now let's move on. So for the fourth time, this is really important. So you will count out 11 cards. You will do the 3 piles again, like I've said. So I will count out 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So on the 11th card, this is the 11th card right here. It always has your card. So on the 11th card, you put out in the piles. So like you'll add 3 piles of 3, and then you'll add 2 more on top. One more on top to 2 of the piles, and that'll be your card. But if you guys want to watch me come over to my house and actually watch me do these tricks, that'd be great. So that's the first trick. So now I need to get ready for the second trick, which you only need the kings, queens, and jacks of the diamonds, hearts, and clubs. So get a jack, queen, and king of clubs, hearts, and diamonds for this next trick. You can't use aces either, or spades. Any spade card. So that's 9 cards total you need for this trick. So this next trick I'm going to show you is that this is really hard to show you, but I think I might just lift up the camera and just have you look at each of the steps. But I don't know how I'm gonna do this with one hand then. Next time if I might do magic tricks, I might have someone else film it. So then you're gonna start like this. You're gonna organize each of the cards like this. So now you can pick a random pile to shuffle, like this one. I'm going to shuffle this pile. I can't really do it well because I'm using one hand, but I want you to look at it well. So now I'm going to put it into a pile of 3 cards. So now, like you say hearts next. I'm going to put the camera down so that I can shuffle these. So I have these shuffled. And now I'm going to put it into these on top of, you're going to make 3 piles of 3 cards. 1 face of card will go, like the clubs is on the bottom, then the hearts, and then the diamonds. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. So it's just the audience's choice. So this is what it looks like now. So now the audience is going to choose what pile wants to go on top of another. So like say you want this pile on top and you want this one in the middle. So now I have a full deck. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut the deck. So the audience will choose how many times you want the magician or person to cut the cards. How many times? So like a cut, like I said, is you're taking some of the cards and splitting it away, and then you're putting it on the bottom. That was hard to explain, but you're taking some of the cards, not the whole deck, but some of the cards. You're putting it on the other side, and then you're replacing the ones on the bottom, and now on the top. So, for like say my audience wants to cut it at least one time, so I will grab some of the cards, put it on the bottom, and then these cards are now on the top. So now, like, be cautious of this trick. I might fail this because this is an easy trick you can mess up on. So now I'm going to split the cards into two piles. Yeah, I just looked at the camera for a second to see if it was good. And say your audience wants this one on top. You'll put the one they choose on top. So now you have to use the gods of the hearts, diamonds, and clubs for the rest of this. I'm going to put the camera down so you can see this. So I have the deck of cards right here. So I'm going to spell out club, hearts, and then diamond. So I have the deck right here. So I'm going to spell out C. So after a letter, you will put the card on the top and you'll put it on the bottom. So C, L, U, and then on the last letter, you will put the card down. And then you'll do that for heart. H, E, A, R, T. D, I, A, M, O, N, D. Then you will go the other way. So like I went this way, now I will go this way. C, L, U, B. H, E, A, R, T. I might not get these tricks first try because I just learned them, I think, just yesterday. D, I, A, M, O, N, D. And then you'll place the other cards down, like I said. But if you want this to help you, like I might mess up now, but it's okay. Like I did it. So then the cards, like I said, will all be back to normal. Just like that. But a way to practice this, my parents actually gave me this tip. But so like after you're done with the going one way and going back the other way, and you still have 3 cards in your hand, and you want to know like how you should put them, flip over the cards, and then you can see, and then look at the next card, and that'll tell you where to place them. So the way I did it was that I went one way, and then back. So I'm like drawing a line. So I went like, I'm gonna draw a line with my finger. So I went this way, then that way, and then when I did that way back this way, I did that again. So I did that twice. So like I said, this is a very easy trick people can mess up on, so just be aware of that. Alright, so that's the second trick, and now the last trick I am going to show you. Sorry I'm recording this awkwardly. I'm lifting up the camera constantly. I'm filming this with my phone, so just be aware of that, and yeah. So now I'm going to show you the last trick. So you need a whole deck for this trick. Let me just give a shuffle after that trick. Alright, so now I have the cards shuffled. So my audience right here, I'm going to, let me move this stuff out of the way. So I'm going to lay the cards out, all 52. So you can see all 52 cards are down. So the audience will pick out 2 cards. For example, they'll pick this card and this card. So you'll place one of the cards on the left side right here, and you'll put this on the right side. So when you're doing this trick, watch these cards. So watch the cards that come up first, like right here and right here. So the first and last cards of the pile you're seeing right now. So you can see the first card right here is a 10 of spades. And the last one is a 6 of hearts. You want to remember those cards in your head. So once you remember those cards, I'm going to put the camera down really quick. So then I'm going to gather up all the cards. And now I am going to just deal down a number of cards until someone says stop. Like, I'll say stop now. So then you'll put the 5 of this card right here. Here's the card. You'll put it face up, the opposite way. You will not put it like this. You will put it like this. So you put the deck, and you put this on the bottom of the deck. So then you'll do the same thing for the other card. Stop. So then I'll put it like this. Put it like facing, don't put it like this on the deck, put it like this. Then you'll put this on the bottom. You'll put this right here. So then you will do that same start, like I said, and you can see that 2 cards are face up. And then you can predict by those end cards. So you remember that the first card you knew, like that was right here, like at the start of the trick, was a 10 of spades. So that first card will appear, like I said, to the right of the first card. And then the second end card down here will be next to the second card right here. And this will be a 6 of hearts. So just remember that trick you need to remember. So these are the first. So you need to remember this card of the start and this card. You got to remember that during that trick. So that is all I have to show you today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to give a like, subscribe, leave a comment on some other tutorial videos you want me to do for all you guys. I'm trying to make the channel grow as much as I can, and then that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Later, guys.